We're on a mission to make the best pizza you've ever tasted.
It smells like Chuck E. Cheese.
That's
pizza.
not good.
But we may have gone a little overboard.
Cool. I'd love to help you out.
Today we will find out if all of this effort will be worth it.
This is a really cool project for you. All right, see it. We're two unqualified schmoes.
It's our mission to celebrate every national holiday, even the weird ones.
If we can do it, so can you. Are you ready to make some crust?
Let's get crusty.
Happy National Pizza Party Day.
Cheers.
What are we doing to celebrate Pizza Party Day?
We're gonna make some pizza dough, and then with that dough, make pizzas.
And then hopefully have a pizza party.
It's gonna be a little different, I think, with quarantine and everything. So maybe we can make pizzas and hand them out to neighbors, friends. It's gonna be like a pizza party drive-through.
There are so many ways to make pizza crust. Maybe we can do a digital menu here.
Point to where you want it on the screen. We'll make it happen.
Warm water, flour, salt, sugar, yeast, olive oil. It'd be nice to have a mixer. You don't need one. You could use your hands. So we're gonna start with warm water so we can activate this yeast.
So it's a half cup of warm water,
And salt actually kills your yeast, so you don't want to pour it in.
and you're sure that that's the sugar and that's the salt. Give it a test. Yeah, it's all gonna get cooked.
This is salt. Ugh. Put it
Good
in.
thing you tasted it then.
We need 4 tablespoons of olive oil. Yeah, so we're just letting the yeast bloom.
It is spring. It's time to bloom.
We've already measured out our flour, which is 8 cups of flour.
And how much is that gonna make?
We're gonna make 8 pizza crusts. This is 2 3/4 water. Can you carefully put that into the bowl? This is not a professional cooking show.
Oh God.
I don't know what that's gonna do, but yeah, pour it all in. That's definitely screwed up the recipe.
Oil?
Yep, add it in.
That's
thing I
how
have
you're
my
supposed to do
apron
it on
on.
cooking shows, right? It needs some flair. Bam!
I would say add the flour now. I always get afraid to add the salt before the flour.
Yeah, that thing's a beast.
Cool, now we can add the salt. This is a dough hook. It's not like a whisk or a paddle. The hook is good for dough. I'm an expert. Listen to me.
Okay.
The next step on this is critical, okay? I need you to listen very carefully. Let's get the tempo up. When you're making pizza crust or any kind of bread, if you feel like it's dry, then you can pour in water, usually a tablespoon at a time. But if it's really wet, you got it inside the bowl.
That was like a 1/4 tablespoon. It's not my fault these things are broken.
So we're gonna let it rise in here for an hour, and we're gonna come back, cut it up into 8 pieces, and then we'll let that rise for an hour. And then that's when we can start tossing pizza.
Oh man. Are we like the worst people to be telling people how to do stuff?
Yeah, that's why this channel is great.
Here, take one end. Take an end. I'm gonna have nightmares about this. You have no idea how much this just stressed me out.
No, this one's ruined. That's good.
Is that, maybe if
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh, I think I just discovered something.
Here, let me help.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Can we just make the video about this?
This is how you do it. 2 people. How are we gonna cook these things?
We should build like a wood fire pizza oven.
I could probably help with that.
Yeah, it'd take like a couple hours. Let's go do
Let's
it.
do it.
Okay. Oop, it's this way. Hey friends, welcome to the Happy Everyday Wood Fire Pizza Oven build. My foreman and I were discussing this, and one of the things we're gonna have to do to make room for our cement slab is take out a chunk of the side driveway. There's actually a nasty crack that we're gonna get rid of, so I'm kind of happy to be cutting that out. All right, let's cook. I mean, cut the cement. We're gonna cut the cement. I'll be using my grinder with a stone disc and a sledgehammer, and hopefully that'll do the job. It's hammer time. This is really hard, harder than I thought it would be. I might ask my wife to sub in for me.
John, how's the pizza oven going?
Good. We're working on leveling. We can have our frame built for pouring our slab. We'll start putting rebar together, and since you just showed up, you can help me with some rebar. You want to get started
Yeah,
and
let me help
out?
you out. Cool.
Boom! Do you want to do this one?
Yeah, sure.
I don't think, just cut. lay rebar in kind of like a tic-tac-toe pattern. And what that does is strengthens the cement.
The whole pizza oven this much work?
Actually, this is probably gonna be one of the easiest things we do, because after this we start mixing cement and pouring it in. So it's gonna be a lot of shoveling and moving. They're 80-pound bags of cement, so it's gonna be a lot of work.
All right, man, here you go. That was fun.
All right,
Cool.
Thanks for stopping by and saying hey.
This is a really cool project for you.
All right, I'll see you in a couple months.
All right, see ya.
Later. For the base slab, we use 20 80-pound bags of high-strength concrete mix. And it really helps to have someone on the other end of the 2x4 to help you level out a slab this size. We did our cement slab, took our frame off. Now we're ready to do our cinder block walls. I have some pre-blended mortar mix. We're gonna mix that up. Then we're gonna try building some cinder block walls. I've never done it before, so we'll see how it comes out. I used 4-foot pieces of angle iron to bridge the gap at the front of our box to support the top row of cinder blocks. We finished our cinder block walls. The last thing we have to do for these is fill them in with cement. We might just do every other space because it might be excessive to do the whole thing. We're gonna be building a cement tabletop. We're gonna use rebar and wire mesh to reinforce that and really make sure that's strong so it'll hold our pizza oven. I can like taste the pizzas. We're so close. This is our insulation layer for the bottom floor of the oven. We've made our mold out of scrap plywood I had lying around. We're gonna mix perlite and Portland cement at a 5-to-1 ratio. We used a 5-gallon bucket and did 2.5 buckets of the perlite and a half bucket of the Portland cement. Now we're gonna mix that up and add water, put it in our mold, and that's gonna make our insulating layer for the bottom of our pizza oven. So I kept calling it perlite, but it's perlite. Perlite. Once the perlite has dried, level it off with sand. This will provide a flat surface for our oven floor of bricks. First brick being put down. All right, last brick going into the floor. Now we can start working on our entrance archway, so that'll be a lot of fun to do. Putting our refractory mortar in between our bricks. We've got a lot in between here because we're starting to curve for our arch. It's pretty okay to work with. It's weird, it feels really sloppy and wet, but it actually does hold pretty decent as we're starting to come up on this arch. Here we are, the last brick of the entire oven. Oh wait, no, we've got like a million more to go. This is how you make a mess. That was the last brick. Tomorrow we'll start actually building our dome.
Whoa.
Hey, how's it going, man?
That is really impressive.
Can you smell the pizza?
I'd love to help you out.
Yeah, you want to try?
Is this where the chimney goes?
Yes, that's going to be the opening for the chimney, but we'll probably just get the dome done first.
This is cool too. What is this for?
That is to make sure the dome is going to be even. Yeah, symmetrical. So it's just a caster wheel that I took the wheel off. So when you put your brick, you got this L bracket, and that kind of tells you where it needs to be, and then you want it flat against this.
Yeah.
So that's how you know how much mortar you want in there. As you go up, you know, and around, and make sure that your circle is perfect and that your dome is going to be perfect.
Nice work, man.
Yeah, thanks. I just saw it on a YouTube video. This is fire bricks. You'll notice they're not red bricks like you would find in a brick wall. These are specially made and rated for a high temperature along with the mortar. So everything should be safe and keep everything insulated. You don't want that heat escaping. Try and blob on some on the back, but you want to kind of gradually bring it down.
Blob to grad.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And I just kind of use that as a guide as I set it down. and you're basically going to want the front of your brick to touch the other one. So you can take this away now that you kind of placed it. And then I like to use this mallet, keep a hand on it, and then tap the front down. Looks good. Yep, anytime you need to, bring this thing in. Now when I look at this, you can kind of see that there's a gap in the front, so that, to me, that means the back needs to come down a touch. Oh, Nick. You just dropped a big blob. Okay.
This is at least $6 a blob here.
The cool thing is so once the dome is done, we're actually gonna, we'll do like cure fires, because we'll do all that like once we get the brick done. And after that, we're gonna do a 2-inch, and that's gonna be kind of your finishing coat. That thing, that's more of like a visual type thing. All right, you wanna put this one on? When I started getting towards the top of the dome and the bricks were almost vertical, they wouldn't stay supported on mortar alone, so I cut strips of plywood to hold them up until they dried enough to support themselves. Last piece, not exactly a perfect circle. I kind of have this piece I made and just blobbed it with a bunch of mortar, and we're just gonna stick it in there. Finally, we're done with the dome, not with the oven. The next thing we're gonna do is put a chimney in right here. We're just gonna cut out some of these bricks here. I left them a little long because I wanted the support at the time when nothing was dried. Once the chimney's done, we're gonna use our leftover refractory mortar to do an entire skim coat. It's important to run a series of cure fires in your oven before you cook in it. This ensures that the refractory mortar sets properly and won't crack. Bring the oven up to around 200 degrees for your first cure fire. While the cure fire was going, we installed 2-inch ceramic fiber insulation. Wrap chicken wire around the insulation to give the stucco something to sticko to. Sorry about that. All right, that's the second curing fire. It went out. Oh. Next, stick the stucco to the chicken wire. You'll do 2 coats of this base stucco. Use a wet sponge to knock down any high spots that you can't smooth out with the trowel. Once the base stucco is dry, apply an even finish coat. Just like the base coat, smooth it out with a wet sponge. Just make sure you wear gloves. Now we're actually close to finishing the oven. This has been a very challenging project, but I couldn't have done it without the best crew in the world.
Building a pizza oven is exhausting. I can't believe we finished it already.
We?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe we built it in the time it took this dough to rise.
Yeah, let's take it off.
Ooh, it's a little sticky.
Just the way I like it. That wasn't a sexual thing.
Sure.
Kind of spread some flour here. Yeah, so the next step is we're gonna cut this into 8 separate pieces.
With our dough cutter.
And let them
I can't
rise.
even pick it up.
That wasn't smooth at all.
Let me take 2.
Whoa, that was really smooth this time. I mean, for the first time. Look at that thing. Yeah, you wanna cut it in half that way? Is there a professional way to doing it? Yes, there is, and you're not doing it.
Because I'm not a professional. I'm just a schmo.
We're two unqualified schmoes.
All right, so now we toss it, right?
Yeah, that comes soon. We want to make 8, so let's cut these into halves too.
Now we toss it.
No.
Damn it. What do I do when this happens?
Bro, you ruined it. We gotta start over.
Wait. Oh, saved it.
Feel that slap. Let me slap yours.
I like that. Ah!
You like that?
I kind of do.
It's kind of nice.
Now we toss.
No tossing yet. We want these to rise. We probably want to give them an hour to rise. Good stuff.
Well, we got to get a fire going in the pizza oven, so.
Yeah, let's get that ready.
Let's do it. We have the fire going. It's been going for about an hour. We want the floor temp to be about as hot as possible, between like 700-800 degrees, so these pizzas really cook fast. Right now we're about 500. I'm gonna flip the fire to the back of the pizza oven, then every 20 minutes we're gonna move it from like side to side just to make sure the oven is heating evenly.
Yeah, bruh.
All right. Ooh, That like tripled in size.
but they rise to perfect amount for us to toss some pies. Just gonna flour your workspace here. Pick your favorite.
Ooh, I think this one.
You want to be able to move your fingers through it and stuff, so just get it all floured up. Sprinkle a little bit on top and just kind of spread it around. You want to make your crust first, so just spin it in a circle. Make your crust with your fingers. See, look, we're all done.
It's a pizza.
And then after this step, you just keep going around and spread it out. See how I'm using my fingers to spread it. Try to look up also at the camera, because sometimes we look down too much. I'm just stretching it out with the back of my hand. If your dough's not spread out enough, the next step will allow it to.
Is this tossing?
Yeah, tossing. Good.
That's not how you do it.
That's
Did I do
great.
it the wrong way?
Oh no, you're doing a great job.
Thanks.
Let me just show you real quick. Really easy. Hey, there you go.
Hey.
See, it's easier than you think. This is a moment for you to really spread your crust
Wings?
out.
Oh, crust.
Look at you.
This is awesome.
I mean, we're making 10-inch pizzas, right? I mean, this is...
All right, I just hit myself in the face. This will be my pizza since some of it went in my mouth.
Let's just montage this. Montage!
Montage.
You gotta put the marinara sauce on the pie.
I'm saucing here. Here we go, first pizza. First pizza for happy every day. Oh, I just cut in half.
It's still cooking.
Yeah, I think I put it in too far. This one I think is just gonna be a practice one. I kind of ripped the pizza in half.
It smells like Chuck E. Cheese.
That's not good.
No, Chuck E. Cheese is the best.
What?
Cheers.
Cheers. Happy pizza party day.
You make a really good pizza.
You too, it's your dough. Cheers. Boop. I think the cameraman needs a splash. Here you go, camera guy.
That looks so good.
Right?
Wow. Ah, it burns.
This is our third pizza, and I feel like we're
getting there.
got it down.
Looks like a professional pizza.
This is definitely the best one yet. Nick, what are you doing? Your Amish beard is gonna get like in the dough.
Well, I mean, you have a beard.
Yeah, but this is like well maintained.
Yeah.
I'll get you something. Yeah, you kind of look like Moe's, so I think this is better.
Yeah. Happy pizza party day.
Yeah, happy pizza party day. Oh yeah, right.
Happy pizza party day, John. Happy pizza party day.
Get home fast so it's still hot.
Hey, neighbor.
Ready for a pizza?
I am so ready.
Oh, enjoy it. Hurry, it's cooling down. Here, up here. Oh, America. Somebody ordered a large cheese pizza.
There you go.
Hey, John.
Hey, Brad.
How you doing?
Good. Perfect delivery.
Hold it like this, and then when you throw it up, flip it like this. Just throw it up in the air. Nice!
Good job.
I like it.
Not bad. How high can you throw that? Let's see.
Make it land on John's head. Pizza party day. That was a success.
I'd say so, man. I mean, it started, I'll admit, my first pizza, it was a little rough, but that was our snack.
But it tasted so good.
Man, well, we just celebrated pizza party day.
And so can you.